The Philadelphia 76ers are facing another major test in their season as a troubling new injury update surrounding Joel Embiid has shaken the organization and sent concern rippling throughout the fanbase. Just when it looked like the Sixers were finding rhythm and gaining momentum in the standings, news broke that Embiid is dealing with a fresh setback, and the timing couldn't be worse. With a big matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder approaching, the Sixers now have 4 players officially listed on the injury report, and questions are growing about whether this team can stay healthy long enough to remain in the Eastern Conference race. Joel Embiid has been the heart and soul of this Philadelphia squad, the reigning MVP caliber force who anchors the offense, controls the paint, and sets the tone on both ends of the floor. Every time Embiid takes the court, the Sixers instantly become a different team, stronger, more confident, and significantly more dangerous. But injuries have unfortunately been a recurring theme in his career, and this latest development has fans understandably nervous. Reports indicate that Embiid has been dealing with discomfort and lingering soreness, something the Sixers medical staff is monitoring closely, and the organization is weighing caution against competitiveness as they decide how to manage his status moving forward. This isn't just another minor note on an injury sheet, this is a potential turning point in Philadelphia's season. Embiid's health has always been directly tied to the team's postseason hopes, and without him, the entire structure of the roster shifts. The Sixers' offensive system is built heavily around his interior dominance, his ability to collapse defenses, and his growing versatility as a playmaker. If Embiid is forced to miss time or play at less than full strength, it doesn't only affect his numbers, it changes spacing, alters rotations, and puts added pressure on the rest of the lineup to carry the load. Making matters more concerning, Paul George's name has also surfaced as part of the growing injury worries. George has been a crucial presence for Philadelphia this season, a veteran scorer, perimeter defender, and high IQ player who stabilizes the offense when Embiid is off the floor. However, recent reports suggest he may be dealing with discomfort of his own, sparking fears that he too could be limited. The Sixers were hoping George would serve as the dependable secondary star needed to ease the burden on Embiid, but any potential setback for him could create another massive obstacle for the team. Heading into the matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Sixers now have 4 total players listed on the injury report. That means rotations could shrink, role players may be forced into expanded minutes, and lineup combinations that normally come as a luxury could suddenly become a necessity. The Thunder are a fast, dynamic, and highly competitive young team, not exactly the opponent you want to face while shorthand. Without full availability, the Sixers could find themselves battling uphill from the opening tip. The stakes here go beyond one regular season game. The Sixers entered this stretch of the schedule needing stability, chemistry, and consistency. Instead, they've been met with uncertainty. For Embiid, this is yet another chapter in the ongoing challenge of balancing dominance with durability. Every time he suffers even the slightest injury scare, it feels like the air gets sucked out of the Sixers fanbase. Supporters know how vital he is to the franchise's championship aspirations, and they also understand how fragile a season can become when your superstar isn't fully healthy. At the same time, Paul George's situation carries its own weight. He was brought in not just to score, but to share leadership responsibility and provide late-game reliability when defenses key in on Embiid. If George is anything less than 100%, Philadelphia loses valuable spacing, perimeter creation, and veteran poise, qualities that become especially important against elite Western Conference teams like OKC. His availability could determine whether the Sixers are playing reactively or proactively in this matchup. Beyond the stars, the other players listed on the injury report add more complexity to the picture. Depth has always been important for Philadelphia, but it becomes absolutely critical when top-tier talent is in question. Role players may need to step into unfamiliar spots, bench units will absorb heavier responsibility, and the coaching staff will have to get creative with lineup configurations. The Thunder thrive on pace, ball movement, and attacking mismatches, meaning the Sixers can't afford breakdowns or lapses in execution, especially with limited personnel. From a broader perspective, this injury update serves as a reality check for the Sixers' long-term ambitions. Regular season wins are important, but the organization's ultimate focus remains the playoffs, and that means keeping Joel Embiid as healthy as possible. The Sixers' front office and coaching staff now face a difficult balancing act, protecting their superstars' long-term health while still trying to compete night in and night out in a competitive conference landscape. Fans are understandably anxious. Social media reactions range from frustration to concern, with many worried that this could snowball into another season overshadowed by health questions. Every year, the Sixers seem to walk the same tightrope: elite contention when Embiid is available, uncertainty when he isn't. With the playoffs months away, some believe the team should prioritize rest, while others argue momentum and rhythm are equally important. Regardless of which philosophy wins out, one thing is clear: the Sixers' margin for error is shrinking. The Eastern Conference continues to strengthen, and the Thunder matchup is just one of many upcoming challenges against top-tier opponents. Whether Embiid plays or sits, whether George is cleared or limited, the Sixers must prepare to adjust, adapt, and compete with whoever is available on the floor. As of now, the situation remains fluid, and all eyes are locked on the official game-time status updates. The organization will continue evaluating Embiid and George carefully, knowing that every decision impacts not just the short-term outcome of this game, but the long-term trajectory of their season. If Philadelphia can survive this stretch, remain competitive, and keep their stars healthy, they'll remain firmly in the hunt. But if injuries continue to linger, this could become a defining obstacle in their 2024-25 campaign. For now, Sixers fans are left waiting, hoping, and watching closely, because the next few days may reveal just how resilient this team truly is.